Beetlejuice is out in movie theaters, and I couldn't think of a better opportunity than to draw this amazing character.
It's showtime.
There's a certain quality and charm to Beetlejuice that, for some reason, I think fans just love. He's a con man, he's witty, he's also really a depraved individual, but there's one reason that I think people love him the most, and I'll let him explain it to you.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
After Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton and Tim Burton would go on to do Batman and Batman Returns, which in my opinion are some of the best superhero movies even to this day. One of the things I think that people love about Beetlejuice and Tim Burton films is the iconic imagery that we see in the films. You get to see these really twisted and dark themes, very German expressionist feeling. I kept the cartoon style very simple and very loose because I didn't want it to be the main focus. I really wanted you to look at my style, the realistic, and this mystery style that I think you'll all really love. Now we're moving on to my style, and whenever I see the comments and people say that they really like my particular style, which is a mix of anime, manga, and impressionism, I really like to use the inks to push and pull the textures and the values. I really like also using bright, vibrant colors that might not necessarily be in the piece itself, but adds a certain pop to it. It's almost like pop culture and impressionism, and manga kind of had a love child, and I just really love the way it overall comes out and the way it feels when you look at it. And since most of you in the comments really do like my style, it would really help if you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. As you can see, most of the people that watch my content are actually not subscribed, but if you do subscribe, it also helps me out and it lets YouTube know that you really love the content. So now let's get back to the video. One comment that I often get is how I blend my colors and how I blend my colors, particularly in this style. Well, whenever I use alcohol markers, one thing that I really like to do is work from light to dark, usually my very lightest, and then work my way all the way up to the dark, working gently in layers. Next up is the mystery style, and this is actually a take on the watercolor theme that I've been doing over the last couple days with the murder drones drawings, and that's by using a light wash of watercolor over, and then filling in the color in my own kind of unique twist of a style. It's my take on the spilled art, but just in a different way. With this, instead of trying to do the colored pencil, high rendering, or my own unique style, I kind of want to throw in some really harsh brush lines to match the quick, choppy brush strokes of the watercolor, so it kind of looks like a swash across the entire piece. So let me know if you'd like to see more of this particular style in the future, as it seemed to be a hit with the Murder Drone fans. Also wanted to punch in some really bold colors that don't necessarily fit Beetlejuice, but the greens and the neon effect kind of fit the aesthetic of Beetlejuice. And now we're saving what I always like to say is the best for last, and that's the realistic style. Now I know I go and say this in every video, but this particular panel took significantly longer than all of the other panels combined. The first 3 panels took about 2.5 to 3 hours, with most of that actually coming from my style, but the realistic panel itself took about 5 hours in total. And I think that's something that gets lost on a lot of people when they see the realistic or even hyper-realistic, just the sheer volume of time it takes to create a realistic drawing. That's kind of like why I like to show the entire process in this version, so you get to just see how long it takes to add all these little details, and it's really not even as realistic as I could have pushed it, but I don't have 30 to 40 hours to pull off a hyper-realistic effect. My brain just can't do it, and I also work a full-time job on top of everything. But I will say, no matter what, I'm incredibly happy with the results. I think this looks really well. If you do too, then once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be ready for all new videos that get released. I release videos nearly every single day, and I also answer all comments. If you have a genuine question, I'll have a genuine answer. I try to help out all young artists that come through this channel and try to elevate them to the next level. So, as always, thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you all in the next video. Oh, and Beetlejuice, what do you think?
Nice model!
Well, that's a bit aggressive. Let me know what you think about the movie in the comments below if you've already seen it, and once again, I'll see you all in the next video.